is a new Xenoblade port coming out next year, and apparently, Monolith Soft is not making Xenoblade 4, but actually Xenoblade Chronicles X2. Again, I didn't really like Xenoblade Chronicles X. I have not played or bought a Xenoblade game since. I do think this box cover is cool for the game, but, I didn't like the game. I didn't like the game. It was impossible to read the text for the game, okay, as well. It was impossible to, understand the game as well. And the game was in all Japanese too, which, why, Nintendo? Why did you make that a choice? Okay, but the definitive is set to release sometime this year, and, back in May 2022, they have said this game was coming out, but people said that the game was coming out in 2026, 2027 as far as developers confirmed, but the game is coming out for March of 2025, March of this year, and Monolith Soft's next game will apparently be a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles X, which could be very, very interesting because we haven't really delved back into the Xenoblade spin-off series as well. So Xenoblade Chronicles X could be getting a sequel as well, and the sequel could release in 2026 to 2027 as well. That the sequel could come out 2026 to 2027, which means Xenoblade 4 will probably not be out for a while as well, which means, that means this franchise will be continued with Xenoblade Chronicles X, which I think there'll be some people who'll be happy about that, obviously, because there was tons of people who like this game, and I think this game deserves a second chance on the Switch. They're doing that, and they're saying, hey, if people like this game so much, we'll make a sequel to it too. Okay, it may not sell 8 million copies because I think Xenoblade 2 sold 3 million and Xenoblade 3, before they stopped updating the sales for some strange reason, sold 2 million copies basically. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 sold 2 million copies on the Switch. I think Xenoblade Chronicles X will sell 1.5 to 1 million copies, as the Switch 2 is coming out very soon afterwards or at the same time. Xenoblade Chronicles X2 I think will sell a similar amount of copies as Xenoblade 2 as well, be a pretty decent success for Nintendo and Monolith Soft as well, which means these games, I don't think they have a huge budget, okay, because I think they know, hey, we can't spend so much money at these games, as these games are not, and I think that's why Nintendo keeps making these smaller titles, because Nintendo doesn't spend a lot of money on the games, unlike what Sony does, where they spend $600 million on a garbage $5 game that no one bought, and they lost hundreds of millions of dollars on Concord for the PS5, the quote-unquote greatest console of all time, which is one of the biggest lies we have been spoon-fed over the past 4 years. So that's about Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Switch, and a potential sequel to the game as well. So that's it about this video here about Xenoblade Chronicles X for the Switch. Goodbye.